Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Dukes offense will have the first possession of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Coming after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Dukes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. So the Marshall Thundering Herd has the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Working on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Herd!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Quinn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Caught in the backfield, it's Adkins. Stopped after making the catch. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drop.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your pool.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. And runs through another guy. Touchdown, Marshall! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give out of the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Dukes!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Marshall quick to the line. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. No huddle here for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working that left side now. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone.
Touchdown! Thundering
it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Quinn. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Okay, ready? Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Dukes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The play-action fake. They're trying to get to it. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Marshall quick to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Movement here from the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Tempo in overdrive. He wants to pass it on second down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Caught behind the line. It's Adkins. They get him down after he makes the catch. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
They go to the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Dukes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
On the ready.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Preston. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. They'll go to the air. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
On to attempt the try. And this one's off the left upright. Just a little bit of adventure, but it's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 4 over Air Force. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern.
Can anyone catch him? The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Herd! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Quinn. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Dukes will hustle to the line. Back to throw. It's Preston. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
And the Dukes will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got his man quickly. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can...
Ball's out! Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Marshall quick to the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Quinn. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
Here we go.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
The Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
42 spot.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. After that, there might extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Makes the grab on the left. Marshall quick to the line. Leaves it with the back. Fakes his man out. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabs it in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Running behind that left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Carter. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Give to the big fullback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Marshall! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running with power. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid comments that...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
On the ready.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Now on the option. Quick toss. Keeps the legs moving. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Marshall quick to the line. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I think because of this offense's inability to run the football, I think play action is going to be a little bit trickier and harder for them to now pull off because this defense is just not expecting run, or they're not afraid of their ability to run the football.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Looking for a man. It's Preston. Quickly complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On second down, he'll fire. He finds his man, and he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Dukes look to keep this drive humming. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adkins. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the running back. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, going up top. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The pirouette on the line. And more yards after contact. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense is so difficult to stop, especially in this area of the field, because of this QB's running ability, whether it's between the tackles or on the perimeter on designed QB runs. They show you right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Air Force. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on 3rd down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football, and they've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
Looking to pass. It's Preston. Zings it complete to the right. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. It's a draw. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Line gets set, first down. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Trying play action. And the quarterback is snowed under.
On the double.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Dropping back, it's Preston. Quickly to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Dukes. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Gators score. Let's go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Knocked down for the tackle. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
You know what's interesting? At this point in the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes his shot. Got his man downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit...
Touchdown, Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Dropping back, it's Preston. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going for the big play. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And just an outstanding return takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Marshall quick to the line. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 24 to Oklahoma.
He'll start this drive firing.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception. takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air. It's Preston. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Throws to the back. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Getting some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful timeout because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.